5 rehearsals after school, mostly on Fridays. What kind of kid does it take to sacrifice an afternoon on a Friday at the end of a week to do something like that? Great kids. Great job, guys. All right, so beginning band parents, hi. How are you? Remember the last time we were here together? It was fun. You remember that first note? Remember that first sound? And then it got a little better, and then it got a lot better, and then we played hot cross buns for you. I think you will find that since December, holy cow, this group has come a long way. So you're going to hear 2 pieces from this group by themselves. You'll hear one that's a piece that we started working on in February-ish. And then the other piece we've only actually been working on for about 6 weeks, a little more advanced. And then you'll hear them play pieces at the end with the varsity band, and those are significantly more difficult. And these kids have been just champions. They have risen to the occasion. I think you're going to be shocked when you hear them play with the varsity group. All right, before he leaves, he might already be out of here. Mr. Adam Clark jumped in at the last minute. He's the high school orchestra director. So if you guys can clap loud enough, he can hear you. And another giant thank you to our school secretaries, school sports staff, and our administration, Dr. Crowder, Mr. Sherry, for making sure the AC was turned up for tonight. Best in 9 years, I can tell you. This feels great. Famous composer, single-handedly responsible for moving music out of what we call the classical period into what we call the romantic period. And this was his last symphony. And for those of you who don't know, Beethoven was actually losing his hearing, was practically deaf when he composed, maybe at his saddest moment in his life, being a musical genius, losing his hearing, one of the happiest melodies ever written. So that just goes to show that the healing power of music and the spirit of music can be used for therapy and for lots of other reasons, and we really enjoyed working on that melody for you. Our next selection is the complete opposite. This is called Mechanical Monsters. Written by Randall Standards, who's a friend of our band program. We've actually commissioned him to write brand new music for our ensemble in the past, and I love programming his music because the kids love it. And I think you're going to hear that with their energy on the campus. A tempest is a storm in the ocean, maybe like a hurricane, giant tidal waves, swirls in the water, anyways, maelstrom kind of stuff, okay? So hopefully when you're hearing this, you hear that aggression. Randall Standards piece again. Sorry to repeat composers, it just fit the group pretty well, so here we go, The Tempest. Oh, fair warning. In between this piece and the next piece, I just want to give you a heads up. Make sure after this piece is over, you're in a place that's secure. We are going to turn the lights off for our last song. Okay, so just make sure, while Dr. Roberts, he's going to come up and talk in between pieces. Make sure that the young ones are kind of, in a safe spot. Make sure they know that the lights are going to be turned off, okay?